Hello, everyone. My name is Liz, and today we're here with Danny Rampey from Magnolia Estates. And today we're talking about some of the common myths around independent living. Danny, how are you doing today?
Great, Liz. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Let's jump right in here. A lot of people think that moving into an independent living community often means actually giving up some of their independence. Is this true?
Really, no. Moving into an independent living facility can be a very, very rewarding change in their lifestyle and in their the way they live, a good alternative living environment. One of the myths of, or one of the things that I see more often when it comes to going into independent living, and the families are concerned about this, is it going to be depressing? Is it going to hurt mom? Or dad? Is it going to depress them? Is it going to put them in a state of mind of that? And that's kind of the number one thing. People have always thought when they go from home into independent living, they always have memories of a smelly nursing home, or bad memories of a dark, non-disinfected place, or things like that. Real cramped quarters, overcrowded apartment places or houses, and this, that, and the other. Modern independent communities are not like that. They are, I would say, just the opposite, so to speak. They offer a very spacious, nice, convenient environment that offers all kind of activities and amenities for the independent living resident. Group activities, special events, just like I was talking about at one of our earlier interviews, some of the meal plans, wellness programs, housekeeping, linen services, transportation. They have usually in most independent living environments, they include a kitchenette or a full kitchen. And some of them even have a live-in 24-hour security. And then, of course, most everybody has chapel or vesper services, and then concierge services, and then on-site barbershop and beauty parlor, and so on and so forth. So, I think independent living is an excellent choice for someone that's not quite ready for all the services and 24-hour oversight that personal care or assisted living would always offer, but yet they want to be in a very good social environment, and they want to have some type of oversight. They want to know that people are helping them and watching them, and that people are there just in case they need them. For whatever activities of daily living that they need.
So that kind of brings us right into one of the other questions that I've heard often, is if people are going to be around to help them when they need it. Kind of like, someone may be used to relying on one of the neighborhood kids to come mow the lawn, or do some of that daily repair stuff or things around the house. You were talking about some of the services that independent living communities have that kind of help people out with some of the daily activities. Like, is it true that most places have a lawn care service that comes around and things like that?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. For example, that's what we offer. We offer all the maintenance services inside and out. If they have something that they need help with in their unit or villa or condominium, apartment, whatever, if they need help with something in there, if they're trying to put something up, they're trying to take something down, they need a box put up or anything, we provide that service. We'll be glad to go down there and help them do that. Or we maintain the outside, anything to do with the maintenance and quality, the physical plan of the building itself, the condo, the apartment, or even the grounds, all the landscaping, keep the grass cut, keep the the leaves blown, so to speak. It's this time of year. So we got a lot of leaves out there right now. We're trying to get under control. All this rain we've had, though, 14 consecutive days, has been kind of tough.
It has.
And we have a good crew, though. We really do. That's what's so great about our facilities, and I think there's a lot of good facilities out there, a lot of good people in this industry that really care about our residents, whether they be the IL residents, independent living, or the assisted living residents. They all know that we'll do whatever they need done. You know, if it comes to going a little bit overboard, you know, we don't. We still do the little things for them, and I think that's important, because a lot of times when we get to somewhere like this, they feel a little lost. They feel a little bit they're a little scared because they're scared to ask about well, can you come help me hang this picture, or am I going to be able to put that box way up on that shelf? They're scared to ask for help like that. They've always been able to do that. Now they can't quite reach that high, or they can't coordinate that nail with that hammer. You know, you don't want them to hit their finger or anything, but they're scared to ask for help. But we know how to recognize what their needs are. I can walk in a door when somebody's moving into an independent living villa or condo, and I can tell in just a few minutes what their wants and needs are, what they're going to need, what they're looking for, the questions they're probably going to ask, even if the family's there. And I jump on it, and so does my staff. We are continually being that professional caregiver, whether it's on the assisted living level or independent level.
Awesome. That is good to know, particularly, you know, my own father has a tendency of trying to do a lot of things himself, so having someone there easy to call upon to help out, you know, particularly like with the yard work and things like that, that is a relief.
Exactly.
One of the other questions I've heard, and particularly like with someone like my own father, is will they have to give up their hobbies, or is a place where I've heard of places that have like clubs and community events that actually help foster the hobbies that my parents may not have been able to pursue, you know, pre-retirement.
You know, Liz, it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. They don't have to do that. You know, moving into an independent living community, they have the fear of losing that freedom and doing those hobbies and things like that. But you know, they don't. There are so many things to do and so many things going on. You know, and this is what I always use as kind of an example. When people are by them, a good way to tell when they're ready for independent living or an environment around people that are still active and not being afraid of that age factor and this, that, and the other, is usually this day and time, the experts will tell you, people over the age of 65, 70 years old, when they're ready for independence, this gives me a good idea. They spend 3 to 4 hours a day on chores, on maintenance, on trying to clean their house and cut their grass and do this and do that. Well, you know, that doesn't give them, with mealtime and sleep and everything else they've got to have for their bodies and they want to do, and reading and things, doesn't give them a lot of time to socialize. Doesn't give them a lot of time to go out and be out in the community. When you're in an independent environment, independent living, and you go in that type of environment, it sort of flip-flops. It gives your chores are not as important because they're done for you, or there's not that much to do, and you can spend more time with you know, you can have more of a camaraderie and more time together with people your own age in all those activities, whether it be a wellness program, or whether you're going on a trip, or whether you're going out to eat, or you're going to the church, or you're going over here to the beauty parlor. You know, that means a lot to people or aged America, people that are on up in age. they don't see that because, number one, that's what they've always done all their life is, you know, they lived at home, they've raised a family, they've been there doing their own little thing, and they start doing more of the things they really don't need to do versus the things that they want to do. They need more of that, being around people their own age. I see people coming in all the time, and they ask me, they go, you know, we think mom and dad's ready to, they've been at home by themselves, and they don't, you know, they just don't act right. We don't think they're eating right. They're kind of depressed, and we don't feel like they're taking their meds correctly, and blah, blah, blah. We feel like an independent living environment would be really good for them because we've heard good things about Magnolia, or we've heard good things about living independently because they staying busier, they're around people their own age, that being socially active, and so on and so forth. Well, that's exactly that's very true, and I hope that answers your question too.
It does. It does. Sounds like they'll have plenty of times to pursue their hobbies, and particularly with others their own age. I know all the quilting and the sewing that my mom does. She will enjoy having others of like mind to bounce ideas off of and to work together on doing different projects and things. Thank you so much, Danny, for coming on with me and answering some of these questions. If any of our listeners would like to learn more about independent living or would like to talk to Danny or any of his staff, you can give them a call at 770-212-3734 or visit them online at magnoliaestates.com.